Alrighty guys, so next we're going to make the big eyes. When this whole new thing of we need a new unicorn and all the kids were like, we have to have the big eyes, I didn't realize how serious the big eye thing is. So here is how to make your big eyes look really beautiful. Because they are so big on this cake, you kind of need to lift your game on them. So we've just shown you how to make the muzzle, and you can see that we've cut these out perfectly and done that whole beautiful smoothing thing. Can you see how smooth they all are? So we've picked them all up. We've warmed up the fondant so that they didn't crack, and we've gone around the edges and we've created them all. You can also see they're reasonably thick so that they keep their shape. So one of the things that maybe some people don't realize is that when you build a unicorn eye, or for these big eyes, they don't sit in the centers. They actually all sit on one side like this. Can you see? They build into a corner. So if I pick up this eye, I'm building it, I'm going to flip it over, thing there, I'm building it into this corner, and I'm building it into the corner. Can you see that? So it leaves loads of white around the edge. So what you can do is look down above it, make sure that you can see it's at the edge. Let me move this baby out of the way, and then kind of do this, and then you can move it around. See how then it's all flush on one side? And that's it. Then you need to roll your little eye. Think about everything as being ridiculously three-dimensional. So when this eye goes on, it's quite big, and you flatten it down. And now you've created this crazy cute eye because it's so three-dimensional that it's going to pop out of your cake. If you don't smooth the edges, if you make it really thin, it can look a little bit psycho, not the friendly unicorn. And so make it nice and thick, even make your ball really thick, and just flatten it down, and you can see that you create these amazing 3D eyes. So the next part, I'll see if you guys can get in close, is creating these little eyelashes and the eye. So there's two ways you can do it. One way is you can literally roll a sausage. I won't do it perfectly, but I'll show you quickly. Put it round, and then just do 3 little sausages that come off. If you want to go for the fancy smancy way, this is how I do mine. So I make it thin at one end, because obviously you don't want it to look like it's got too much black mascara, too much eyeliner on. Make sure, kind of just test it and say, yeah, is this the right length? You can see I just nicked mine. I'm just going to smooth it out again. Is it the right length? And you're bending it around, you say, okay, this is where my eyelashes are going to go. You don't want to cut them here. You want to cut them at an angle. So we're going to cut one here and then bend it so you can see where the eyelash would be. If you cut the other one right here, your eyelash will break off. So you're going to come further down, you're going to cut again, and you're going to bend another eyelash. Then you're going to come right to the end, and I'm actually going to cut, because I don't want all this bit now. So I'm now going to cut that bit off. Oh, you can see I still made it too thick, so I'm going to cut it thinner, and I'm going to bend my last eyelash. Then what you do is you smooth the ends with your fingers while they're out here. They tend to always get a bit on. Now, if you make them and you're like, oh my gosh, they really are just a bit too long, like I think this one's too long, you can then trim them down to make them a little bit thinner, and then go back and tidy them up again. So then place them on your eyelash, turn them around, and just bend them up one by one. So can you see that we've built these on the board first? If you'd have gone ahead and built them straight on the cake and you stuff a bit, they're already on the cake. So now, because they're so thick, well, it's quite easy to now just lift them on to the cake. Now, the other thing is don't put them too close together, otherwise you'll make it look cockeyed. So you want it towards the edge like that. Belinda's just perfecting hers. And then we put them out here. Put your eyelashes on. The other thing about making it on the board is the fondant's had time to dry a little bit, which makes it much easier to move it around on the cake without it sticks first up and you feel like you can't move it again. There we have it, our cute little eyes.